The annual 40 for 40 campaign is in full swing on UT's campus. How your donation can support Longhorn Nation.
We hear from the family of a victim of last June's 6th Street shooting and their thoughts on how the case is progressing.
UT invites young black students to explore engineering in a first ever community event. Reporting Texas TV starts now.
And I'm Bryn Hirschfeld.
For the last 30 hours, Longhorns all around the world have been donating to different schools, colleges, and student organizations on campus.
Eniola Longe joins us live in the studio to tell us why this campaign is so important.
Spring's 40 for 40 giving campaign is almost over, but there's still time for last-minute gifts.
Last summer, Emma Scalfano worked as a work-life balance intern in the University Union HR department, thanks to Texas Leadership Education and Development.
One of the biggest takeaways from the internship was probably professional development.
While many internships are unpaid, Texas Lead offers students $15 per hour to work in a department in the Division of Student Affairs.
This year we had over 1,200 applications and then about 300 students that applied for the programs. We have 45 internships.
Just like Texas Lead, Texas Exes, along with 200 other UT programs and initiatives, are seeking financial support from Longhorn Nation this spring.
Now in its 11th year, the annual Giving Department launched the 40 Hours for 40 Acres Giving Campaign with the goal of surpassing fall's $8 million.
Our hope is to raise money for all of those organizations so that we can continue to attract outstanding high potential students and faculty to the university.
I'm feeling really great about this year's campaign. We're focusing on the programs that Texas Exes does that help Longhorns that need it most.
Giving efforts like this one continue to enhance the quality of life for UT Austin's community.
I would probably have to take some loans if it was unpaid.
In Austin,
40 giving campaign ends at 10 p.m. tonight. You can find a link to the list of participating programs and initiatives accepting donations with this story at reportingtexas.com.
The Michael and Susan Dell Foundation decided to donate $15 million for relief efforts in Ukraine. The funds will be donated directly to 8 organizations that aid refugees, prevent medical help, and transport Ukrainians to safety.
In a situation like this, where it's an active war zone, the situation is changing day by day, hour by hour, and millions of people are exiting the country. What really makes a difference is added resources right now.
The foundation sent this money to organizations that they have been in long-term partnerships with.
Another busy weekend at Austin Bergstrom International Airport is raising staffing concerns for TSA. Long security lines have emphasized the agency's need to hire more security officers. Airport Director Jacqueline Yaft says the airport needs at least 100 more TSA agents and K-9 units. A TSA spokesperson says although the agency is hiring new officers, the process can take up to several months. Officials are saying the number of travelers at ABIA is not looking to trend down anytime soon. Last Monday, Congressman Lloyd Doggett was traveling to Washington, D.C. and saw the unprecedented passenger volume. He's now asking federal officers to take action immediately, calling the lines at ABIA unacceptable.
Experience for people coming and going from our airport, it has an impact on our economy, on people all over the area, and on our desire to be a truly international city.
Congressman Doggett said sent two letters on Tuesday to TSA and the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, asking them to urgently follow up on this request. So far, there's been no response from either agency.
The controversial Don't Say Gay bill passed in Florida may soon find its way into new Texas legislation. Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick announced in a letter on Monday his plans to push a similar bill to the one recently signed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. The bill would ban instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through 3rd grade classrooms. Patrick plans to make this bill a top priority in the next legislative session in January.
Governor Greg Abbott announced a plan to handle a surge of migrants at the borders. Texas will start sending migrants in charter buses to Washington, D.C., dropping them off at the steps of the U.S. Capitol. People will only get on the buses if they volunteer and show documentation from DHS. This is in response to the Biden administration ending Title 42 next month, which limited asylum seekers during this pandemic.
Texas will be taking its own unprecedented actions this month to do what no state in America has ever done in the history of this country.
Governor is also offering DPS to enhance safety inspections of vehicles crossing the border, deploying boat blockades in the Rio Grande, and adding razor wire and low water crossings.
Former President Donald Trump is coming to Austin next month for the American Freedom Tour. Trump is scheduled to speak at the event on May 14th. The former president will also be joined by his son, Donald Trump Jr., former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and others. Tickets are on sale for the in-person event and range between $15 to $3,000. However, there is no location for the event yet. Coming up, what San Antonio is doing to become the #1 community for people with disabilities.
And what Austinites can expect this weekend after feeling record high temps on Tuesday.
You sing this song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for years, he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like, if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Getting a DWI definitely opened my eyes to the reality that I'm not impervious to consequences. First and foremost, I missed out on a couple years of my college life. I didn't get to go to parties, I didn't get to meet new friends. I had to pick up shifts so that I could pay for my probation. I missed out on traveling with my family. I missed out on seeing my family. As time went on, I looked back on it, I realized that I was missing out on a lot. And it was just very shameful, all of it.
For many people in San Antonio, Fiesta is a time to party and have fun. Almost all the money made over these 2 weeks in April will go to local charities like Disability SA. Kevin Malcolm Jr. has the story.
To's 14-year-old daughter Diamond has a traumatic brain injury from a car accident that occurred when she was 9 years old. That's why this mom laced up her sneakers for a 5K put on by Disability SA.
Oh my gosh, it's like, it's a lot of emotions. It's happiness, it's proud, it's like accomplishment. It's a really good feeling. It's like a runner's high.
Disability SA is an organization that is looking to make San Antonio the #1 community for people with disabilities by hosting all-inclusive events. They held their 10th annual Fiesta Especial 5K and parade last weekend, raising thousands of dollars for adults and children with disabilities. Melanie Cawthon is the co-founder and hopes that her event can bring people together no matter how they move forward.
Putting on an event like Fiesta Especial makes me feel like community.
And every year, Disability SA puts on events like this to make sure that no matter who you are, you can compete.
thinking about people with disabilities at the forefront and not as an afterthought.
Hundreds attended the 5K parade on Saturday, and Disability SA is hoping that more opportunities like this will be available in the future.
We want more than anything for people to duplicate what we're doing.
But for now, you can find Melanie, Elodia, and the rest of Disability SA running for inclusion.
Oh, yes, definitely, yes. Just continue to run for the cause.
From San Antonio, Kevin Malcolm Jr., reporting Texas TV.
Thousands of dollars will continue to be raised over the next few days before Fiesta wraps up on Sunday evening.
Preparations continue for two of Fiesta's major events in San Antonio, Battle of Flowers and Flambeau parades. The ongoing construction on Broadway Street has detoured the original route for both parades. This year, the new route will start on Main Avenue near San Antonio College. According to the Fiesta San Antonio Commission, it's unclear if this route will become permanent. Business owners on Main Street say they're excited for something new.
When they first approached and told us about it, we were all, okay, let's figure out how we're going to do this. And months into planning, we're excited, and we're a week into it, and we're ready to go.
Flowers Parade will be held on Friday, April 8th, and the Fiesta Flambeau Parade will be held on Saturday, April 9th.
The suspect of the June 2021 mass shooting on 6th Street appeared in court on Tuesday. 20-year-old DeAndre White is being charged with murder and 14 counts of aggravated assault after police say he fired a handgun multiple times into large crowds in the entertainment district. The shooting resulted in 1 death and 13 hospitalizations. White is being held on a $1 million bond. There will be another court hearing in 8 weeks.
The family of the victim who died in that shooting is upset about how the district attorney is handling the case. Doug Cantor was the only person to die in the shooting. Investigators say the shooting took place after two groups of friends got into a fight. White's defense attorney, Russ Hunt, maintains that his client is innocent. Cantor's brother says he wants the DA to pursue more aggressive charges.
They all call, if the guy doesn't lift up his shirt, if Tab doesn't have a fight a week before that, all these factors don't happen, my brother's still alive.
Charged with murder. The only other person charged is Jeremiah Tab, and that's for hiding the gun that was used in the shooting. He's currently free on bond.
Austin Mayor Steve Adler announced on Twitter Sunday afternoon that he has tested positive for COVID-19 after learning of an exposure. In his tweet, he added he's working remotely and isolating at home until he tests negative and is cleared by doctors.
Weekend long, find out when we come back.
Plus, UT Baseball's epic comeback in last week's Red River Showdown.
You are the best. Those 9 months were also 273 days of planning. What about your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. And let's not forget those barbecues you plan in detail for your family and your more vegetarian by the day best friends. That surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Austin is home to many, from folks with deep roots in Austin's culture to multi-generational families. With the rapid growth of changing neighborhoods, some homeowners may be feeling pressured. The City of Austin Housing and Planning Department has grant programs that can ease some of the financial stress of owning a home. Whether you need better accessibility in or around your home, have major structural repairs like foundation, roofing, or even electrical issues, these programs may help you stay in your home and make it safer for everyone in your family. You, your neighbors, and your neighborhood are all part of what makes Austin uniquely Austin. Austin is your home. Share this info with your neighbors. Visit austintexas.gov/Austin is my home or call 311 for more information about free home repair, tax relief, and other programs.
We were really feeling the heat on Tuesday with those record high temperatures, but I've been enjoying the weather since it's cooled off these past few days. It's been nice.
I absolutely agree. The weather has been really nice. And Madison Nosik is here to tell us more about what to expect for this weekend.
Well, with the way it feels outside, swimsuit season is definitely upon us. Conditions are nice, but a little bit on the warmer side right now on campus. Those clouds from earlier in the week are gone, and we are left with just a beautiful afternoon, as you can see right here. Perfect weather to be outside. We're sitting in the low to mid 80s with moderate humidity, and it will stay that way as the sun sets into tonight. The temperature should dip into the 60s by midnight and even down into the 50s overnight. So if you're going to be out late, definitely would recommend putting on some extra layers. But then you can definitely put away those sweatpants. As we look ahead to the weekend, it is back to the heat. Temperatures will continue to go up, sunshine and 80s on Friday and Saturday, with a potential overcast day on Sunday. But we may be able to see some rain next Monday or Tuesday. Overall, the week will continue to heat up though, with lots of sun and temperatures potentially climbing up to the 90s. So it's definitely going to be warmer.
I can't say I'm entirely happy about the warmer weather, but it would be nice to go jump in a pool.
I think it's going to be nice. Coming from Chicago, this time of year is normally much colder, so I'm liking it. I think maybe some Barton Springs, Zilker Park, like you said, swimsuit season is definitely here, so going to have to do something fun this weekend.
Definitely. I completely agree.
Have to get out in the sun. But coming up, Kansas and North Carolina wrap up March Madness with the most watched championship game.
And how UT's programs measure up against the rest of the nation.
CrossFit's got nothing on extreme fanning, let me tell you. Jump and fan, put your legs up in the air, fan, 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 fan. Try to keep your balance.
This is so extreme.
Fan yourself. We're bonding a little here. Once we start going into our extreme mode, get your arm steps in, people. You're just gonna burn so many calories. Yeah, do you feel burned?
This was a terrible idea.
You just can't even measure it. It's just gonna go off the charts.
It's an interesting form of exercise.
Being one with the wind, which is the goal of this class at the end of the day.
That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get that at all.
Extreme fanning. You're gonna work with the wind to get you worked out.
It's kind of weird. I don't know any other way to describe it.
It's the best feeling in the world, guys. Woo!
You don't have to go to this extreme to be a wind fan. Anyone can be a wind fan with Austin Energy. Choose 100% green choice Texas Wind Energy today.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Learn to cough and sneeze with your pal Grover. Step 1. Realize you're about to sneeze. Step 2. Move your elbow toward your nose and mouth. Step 3. Gesundheit. 1, 2, 3. Remember to cough and sneeze into your arm or elbow and not your hands.
Welcome back. I'm Jake Herman joining you live from the Sports Desk. If there was a common theme in the world of sports this week, it is to never say die. This week featured some incredible comeback stories, and we're here to show you a few of them. Let's start up in Dallas, where the Texas baseball team took on Oklahoma at Globe Life Field, the home of the Texas Rangers. We'll skip ahead to Sunday's series-deciding game, where Oklahoma took a 6-run lead in the 7th inning. But then Texas got to work. Dylan Campbell and Murphy Staley each hit 3-run homers to help Texas score the next 11 unanswered runs. The Longhorns would go on to win the game 12-8, keeping them right in the top 10. Next, we head down to New Orleans, where the March Madness spilled over into April. The last 2 teams standing on Monday night for the title game were the number 1 seed Kansas Jayhawks and the surprising 8 seed North Carolina Tar Heels. The first half was all UNC, but Kansas wouldn't quit. They stormed back from down 16 points, eventually winning their 4th championship in school history. The comeback marked a new largest in the history of the NCAA title game. Finally, we head to Augusta National, where golf fans were treated to the return of one of the sport's legends. It's been 14 months since a car accident nearly cost Tiger Woods his right leg. But the 5-time Masters champion is back. He isn't 100%, but this morning, Tiger teed off for the first time since November 2020.
The fact that I was able to get myself here to this point is a success. And now that I am playing, now everything is focused on how do I get myself into a position where I'm on that back nine on Sunday with a chance, just like I did, a few years ago.
Woods last won the green jacket in 2019, which, after career-threatening back surgeries, was considered one of the great comeback stories in golf history. But you guys, if he were to win it this year, I think it would probably top it.
Wow, what an amazing week of comeback stories. Thanks for sharing those, Jake. Even though it pains me to not have been watching UT in that final March Madness game. What a game. It was amazing. Did you get to watch?
I did, and I'm not going to lie, I thought it was over. North Carolina was in complete control, but Kansas just didn't quit.
And same thing with the UT baseball team. I know, Bryn, you were saying you wanted to go to the game.
Oh,
what a comeback.
I really wish I had been there. That sounds like it was an amazing, amazing comeback. 12-8, that is big. Those are big numbers in baseball.
Yeah, if you like home runs, that was definitely fun. Texas was making it look easy inside that MLB stadium.
You were talking about Tiger Woods. How's he doing at the Masters?
Yeah, he actually just finished up his round, and he shot 1 under par today, so not bad in the return to action. He's only 3 shots off the lead, so keep an eye on Tiger Woods this weekend.
Well, coming up, how UT is encouraging interest in STEM among young black students.
And an annual kite festival returns to Austin after a 2-year hiatus.
Yeah, so good. Good job, guys.
Yeah, they were getting...
The cabinetry. My parents are from Michoacan, Mexico. I grew up Catholic, and we would go to church and baseball and we go to work. Everything means something. Nothing easy. I am a product of opportunity. For me, opportunity was football. We can maximize whatever life we want to have for ourselves. It's a privilege to be in a country where the vaccine is provided free. They're not going to charge you early on. My mother and my father had COVID. I'm checking in on them every day. There was a lot of buzz because of the vaccine. In order to stay safe, be around our players and my family, this is what I need to do. After I got the vaccine, I got a workout in. I may not be anybody in this world, but when people have an interaction with me, I'll provide them with the best that I can. Maya is 5 years old. We coach her. Others are important. Believe in health and loving other people. That's what we do.
So we all want to be cool, right? Well, here's how to be cool when you hit the trails in Austin. Cool people know that sharing the trail is, well, cool. Do you think it's cool to be that guy? Didn't think so. Cool people keep our parks clean by disposing of their waste. And when hiking or biking, don't be like that guy and stick to trails whenever possible. Being cool is as simple as remembering to respect our natural spaces. Learn how to be cool by visiting austintexas.gov/leave-no-trace. Stay cool, Austin.
Mom and Dad, I promise to save you a seat at all my games. I promise to save you a seat at my graduation. And my wedding, too. I promise to always save you a seat if you save me with a seat right now.
Safety seats save lives. Install them right. Size them right. Point them in the right direction.
Save me with a seat. Save me with a seat.
Learn more at texasclickitorticket.com.
For the first time, the UT Cockrell School held Black Youth Day to highlight the need for representation within the engineering field. Stephanie Molina checked it out.
Austin Buckley is a ninth grader in Austin and has dreams of becoming an engineer. In order to get some hands-on experience, he joins others in his community for Black Youth Day.
I was really wanting to see other black students interested in the sort of things that I was interested in, so lots of different engineering, and being able to see people like me was really nice.
Students in 8th through 11th grade were invited. The event started because last fall, UT reported that only 3% of UT engineering undergraduates were black. This made it the lowest of all 13 undergraduate colleges.
We created this event so we can pull kids a little earlier to teach them more about engineering, just to get them in the mindset of like, this is a path for Black people.
Students at the event participated in different activities that motivates them to start thinking about their future. They walked around the UT campus to see the supportive community they have within the engineering department.
Our main hope is just to get more people inspired by their passions, so it's not like they feel stuck doing something that Black people are meant to do.
At the end of the event, a panel of Black engineers gathered to answer questions about what's it like to navigate a predominantly white institution.
We need people that look like us in those design rooms, designing projects, coming up with things that work for us.
I think it's really important for Black students in general and just people to be able to get to know about engineering and have the opportunity.
In Austin, Stephanie Molina reporting Texas TV.
Black Youth Day will now be an annual event. Around 60 students from Austin attended this year.
UT Austin ranks #1 for 5 of its graduate programs. That's according to the U.S. News and World Reports. The programs include accounting, engineering, geology, Latin American history, and sociology. In total, 55 UT programs and specialties rank in the top 5 nationwide.
Tesla Gigafactory is finally ready for its grand opening in Austin. Today, the company is hosting a launch party at its new electrical vehicle factory from 4 to 11:30 p.m. The event is set for invite only with a permit to accommodate up to 15,000 guests.
It was a great day to fly a kite on Sunday as ABC's Kite Festival returned to Zilker Park. Attendees filled the Austin sky with thousands of colorful kites during the fun and free event. The festival, which has taken place at Zilker since 1936, took a 2-year hiatus due to COVID concerns.
That sounds like it was absolutely amazing, and the fact that it's been going on since 1936 is really impressive. Great.
I know.
It's great to see it back.
Yeah, I know. I'm so bummed that they missed the last 2 years, but great to get outside. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it, but maybe next year, you know?
Maybe.
Or at least definitely head out to Zilker Park. We have a beautiful weekend ahead of us, as Madison told us earlier, so it's going to be a beautiful one in Austin here. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on Reporting Texas TV.
If you would like to check out any of our stories or our newscast, please visit reportingtexas.com. We'll see you next Thursday. Good night.